Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Anwar Youssef Dunbar, and this is Big Discussions 76, Entertainment and Media. First of all, please like this video, please share it, and please subscribe to my channel. If you want to donate something to the channel, that information is below in the description box. And also, as a writer myself, please consider joining the Big Words LLC Newsletter. In addition to being a YouTube content creator, I'm also a writer with 2 blogs working on my own book. So I just finished watching season 1 and episode 7 of The House of the Dragon. That episode was entitled Driftmark. And if I recall correctly, the significance of that name is that's the location in Westeros where House Valerian lies. So House of the Dragon is telling the story of House Targaryen, but also in this particular era that they're depicting for us, House Valerian is a significant player in that place and time as well. There are a lot of things I could say about that episode in the series as it continues to unfold. Just as with the original Game of Thrones series, there are surprises, there are deaths, there are sexual relationships, there are alliances that are being forged backstage. There are all kinds of things going on. But I want to keep this video short, and what I wanted to say was there's a theme that I think that they're really hitting upon in this series thus far. As a writer, you're often communicating things to your audience through your story, through your plot, and through your script. And there are often things that the writers are trying to say to those who are consuming the content through those elements I just described. And something that I think House of the Dragon is really hitting on, at least this television depiction of it, they're really hitting upon the concept of legacy, bloodlines, and duty to family. So in this particular episode, Lenore and Rhaenyra, who have gotten married, out of duty, they actually do sit and talk and say, you know what, we owe our family these things. We know we did these things out of duty, but we also wanted to be happy. And, can the two things go together? Can happiness go together with duty to family and that quest to continue the legacy? If you watched this episode, Corlys Valerian and his wife, they actually talk about that Rhaenyra, this is a spoiler, Rhaenyra's children are actually not Lenore's children because Lenore is homosexual. So, but Corlys Valerian, the patriarch of that family, the father, the grandfather, his thing is legacy. You've got to continue the line. You have to continue the bloodline. And King Viserys of House Targaryen, that was his major motivation in the first episode, probably the first 2 episodes. And then also the King's Hand Hightower, that was part of his motivation, was making sure that one of his grandchildren became the heir to the Iron Throne. So what I'm seeing is that for the parental generation, duty, legacy, keeping with tradition, that's a big deal. But the children, as they go further along, they're all battling with that. And there's actually a scene at the beginning of this episode where, once again, Corlys Valerian goes to one of Rhaenyra's children and says, you're going to be the heir to House Valerian. This entire seafaring and waterfaring empire is going to be yours. And the child says, I don't want it. I don't want a piece of this. I don't want to do this. And Corlys Valerian looks at him like, what do you mean you don't want to continue our legacy and our bloodline and our way of doing things. It stands out to me because what I'm seeing in my personal journey, you see these differences in the generations right here in this real world. You see that the older generations, they have values and they have ways of doing things that they think should continue and that they want to see continue. And then you have the younger generations who, as they go on, they're somehow turning into something else, such that those customs and those expectations of the previous generations become a bit of an afterthought. Let me know if you've seen that as well. I think I'm going to make I'm going to admit something. I have not read the actual books that are the source material for House of the Dragon, so I don't know if George R.R. Martin depicted this himself or if the writers have taken their creative liberties to weave these themes into the overarching story. So that's a significant theme that I'm seeing thus far in this season 1 of House of the Dragon. We know that eventually these generations are going to give rise to the characters that we saw in the Game of Thrones series. We know that winter is coming. We know that the Night King is going to eventually rise, and the White Walkers, they're going to come, and all these different things. And you're going to get the Lannisters are going to ascend to the Iron Throne, and the Mad King is going to get killed by Jaime Lannister. We know all these things are coming, but at least in this installment, this prequel installment of that series, this is a major theme that they're hitting on, in my opinion. So let me know what you think. Are you seeing this as well? And have you experienced these generational differences in your own life and in your own family? Let me know what you think. Once again, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to donate something to the channel, that information is below in the description box. And also, please consider joining the Big Words LLC Newsletter. All right, everyone, I'm going to continue to make content on House of the Dragon along with other things as I see fit going along, so stay tuned. Everyone stay safe out there, and as always, remember that your attitude determines your altitude. Take care, and I will talk to you the next time. Bye-bye.